Yeah, what's wrong with the beer we got? I mean, the beer we got drank pretty good, don't it? I ain't never heard nobody complain about the beer we have. It drank pretty good. Budweiser. What's the name of some of them other beers? Budweiser and what else? Miller. Coors. It drank pretty good, don't it? Mr. Jackson, who asked you to sponsor this beer?
The Freedom Hops Foundation.
Yeah, what kind of foundation is that?
These are young people from I would use the term from Germany that came in with Mercedes.
From Germany?
How you doing? How you doing again? Batch 148 today, Screaming Yelling Donkey, number 3. This is the third time we brewed this one. It's a good one. It's chocolate, peanut butter oat, stout. Good beer. This is the third time we've done it. So we got the strike water in. We're trying to dough in at 153 to 154 and hold it at that temperature for that hour. And we got all our grains ground up here, ready to rock and roll. So, like I say, this is the third time we've done it. And it's a good one. You don't have to have it in summertime, wintertime, doesn't matter. You can have it any time. It's a good beer. So as a strike water comes up here, we got the mash tun in place and everything ready to go. So I say so. How you doing? So Screaming Yelling Monkey, batch number 3. Why wouldn't it be? Batch 148. Why wouldn't it be? Why should it be? Fermenters sitting here ready with the sanitizers in there and everything on the back shelf, a little messy there. I got everything ready to rock and roll. So that's a lot of so's. There's the strike water going in. Screaming Yelling Monkey, number 3. And a dough in here. The wife is here giving us a nice stir. Make sure we end up with no dough balls. Never really do if we mix this in pretty fast. Beautiful. 152, 153, 54, exactly where I want to be. Man, I'm getting better at this. Last time we did a decoction mash, and I don't think I'll be doing that this time. I got no dough balls, so everything's looking fine here. Why wouldn't it? The rest of my strike water in here, and I'll be good to go. Off to the boil kettle with the chocolate peanut butter oat stout. Screaming Yelling Monkey, number 3. Just achieved the boil. 2 ounces of Willamette hops. Gonna go into the basket there, why wouldn't they? So we'll get ready here with our next edition of hops is Cascade. It's supposed to be homegrown, but I couldn't get in the freezer in the basement. It's packed with tomatoes. So Last 15 minutes, we'll get some yeast energizer in. I'll have to find more of that. Add that in. Now, last 15 minutes, I'm putting in the 2-ounce Cascade hops into the basket. There you go, 15 minutes to flame out. This is what goes in the keg for the peanut butter. At the end, when we go to keg it, it's a peanut butter extract. I've used it 3 times before, so it's really good. I'll use it again. $10.60. With a couple minutes before flame out, it's not going to change that much. That's a nice one.
Ding, ding. Timer is done.
Where's the pointy? Alright, the timer's off on this one. We're going to take the hot basket out. Wow. Wash that out in a few minutes. So with this flame out, I need the wife over here. We're in and chilling. $1.48 is coming to a close. Screaming, yelling monkey. Batch number 3. The wife came up with that name, batch number 1, because I was having a fit as the brew day was going not too good, and she said, you're acting like a screaming, yelling monkey. I'm like, well, there you go. That's the name of this brew, and it's stuck for the past couple years. So, screaming, yelling monkey going to the fermenter here. Didn't show a lot of videoing it because it's always the same. Just we talked about it. Came in at 1060 at the end. 1045 pre-boil, I think it was. So we'll get everything washed up here and get the yeast in here and we'll be done. It's an average brew day, about 4 hours and 10 minutes or so. Sanitize, including the yeast package. Cut that open. And get that sprinkle over on the top. And looks like we got ourselves 5.5 gallons, almost 6 gallons. By the time we go to the keg and whatnot, we lose a little in the trub department. We should have a full keg.
And maybe an extra bottle.
Well, last time we got 5 extra bottles. It's kind of a pleasure. Hey, that's it.
Brew number 148 completed, and no pets were harmed or eaten during this brew.
Bubbler's in. Airlock is in. Okay, we got kegging day today on the Screaming Yelling Monkey. That's finally going to be ready. We're going to get a reading, and I don't have the actual beginning reading here. I think it was 1060 we started at. So what I normally do is I fill this keg here with sanitizer, and I'll let it sit there while I get my readings and whatnot. And then sanitizes in here. I believe in filling it right to the top. Some people spray it. And this keg has already been washed out and with one step and left under some pressure. But I'll fill this up here very carefully. So with the bubbler out, let's see what kind of reading we get here. Sometimes you might get too much trub. So let this run slow. And like I said, I do believe the beginning was 1060. But I'll put the reading down in the house once we get done here. It's always hard for this camera to pick up on that, but she came in at 1012. 1012. And the wife just calculated, if it is 1060, we thought it was around 1060. I'll get the reading in the house. But that's going to put us right around a 6%er, maybe 6.5, I'm not sure. We'll do the final reading when we get in the house. So we're going to get a little taste on this. Oh yeah. This is before the peanut butter gets added. Like they say, I like to sanitize the whole keg like that. Just gonna shoot this in my eye. Just make sure she's down at the bottom and ain't gonna splash. Okay, off we go with the Screaming Yelling Monkey. And what I want to do is get my, I hope that hose don't fall off. I'm going to put my extract in right away so it stirs up nicely. That's it. It's a great idea to put parchment paper down. My wife came up with that idea. I wanted something that would make the keg slide easier, and boy, it slides nice and easy on that parchment paper. This is the Screaming Yelling Monkey. Look at that, I can turn it with one hand. That's a full keg. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get this in place. Oh, right about there. Leave room for some beer bottles and whatnot. Then I'm going to take this white line and crank the pressure up to... So we're going to plug that in. We'll give it a little burp. And then we're going to come over to the regulator and crank it up to 40 pounds. Serving pressure is between 12 and 15 pounds on an average for the length of beer line I have in my kegerator. Other kegerators and draft systems do vary. So we're going to take this one, and you can see this gauge up here. Here's the full tank. And take this sucker up to, oh, there's 20, 25, there's 30, there's 35, oh boy, there's 40. So about 42 pounds of pressure. Back it off a little. And we're going to let it sit we're going to let it sit there for 24 hours, and then we'll back it back down, and we'll be ready to get a taste test on it. All right. My chocolate oat peanut butter stout, my Screaming Yelling Monkey, is done. Got her in the glass. Got a 2-finger head. It's starting to fade. Very dark. You cannot look through it. I had my flashlight over here before. Let's get a smell. Oh, you smell peanut butter, chocolate. Oh, it smells great. This is the 3rd time I made it. I'm going to taste test. Let's not hold back, and video's long enough. Okay. Yep. Tastes a little stronger. This is the first one I drew off the bottom of the keg, so it's going to be a little harsher. You get chocolate. You get a little astringent taste on it this time. Like I said, the first one you pull off the keg is going to be a little rough. A little astringent. That's the black patent malt. Creamy mouthfeel. Right where I would expect it. It's a good one. Like I say, the 3rd time I made it. Screaming Yelling Monkey. I got the recipe online if anybody wants to make it. You get your extract, get it in there. She's going to be a good one. So until next time, this was a grain to glass video. Very long video. Oh, the smell is fantastic. It's got great lacing. The head is fading rapidly. Oh. Not gonna last. Not gonna last at all. Well, all right, so until next time, Proust. No one likes to waste a beer, and it looks like I might have one left in here. So I'm gonna see if I get it out. All troubles settle out eventually. Oh, I'm gonna get a bottle for sure. Why wouldn't I? This one won't be peanut butter though, because it doesn't have the extract in. This will just be a plain stout. I might get two of them.
I think you're gonna get two.
Oh, well.
It's always good to have a couple bottles ready.
I'm filming all this. Put your cap on. Oh, baby, baby. Yeah, I'll get another one out of this, I guess.
Might as well go for it. Why waste a beer?
Why waste a beer? Just a plain stout. That's why I keep some clean bottles in here at all times. I'm gonna get two of one.
Do you remember the days of bottling all the whole thing? 48 bottles.
Oh yeah, we used to bottle like crazy. So.
The keg thing is a much better.
I don't know why I'm filming all this. I gotta get the taste tester.